They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot. Out of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jack 16. All right, let's go get it now, all right?
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Jack 16. Set. 180. Swirl. Kings.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Mayfield on first down. Underneath for Johnson. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Now 2 picks thrown by the rookie here on the road in this one in hostile territory.
And you know the discussion all week, any week, is take care of the football. But it's especially important on the road, and now he's made his team's task that much more difficult with these interceptions.
Yeah, a pair of first-half picks. We'll see how he bounces back later. Right now, their defense needs to respond. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green, 39! Green, 39!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play now. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. First down, Mayfield. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon, and he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Fourth down, Mayfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got flag number 53. Flag 53.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he slides to avoid the hit. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
26, check for that. 180. 8. Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Eight. Snickers, 66. 53 is the light. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Focus. Switch.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Roethlisberger now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield off the play fake. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.J. Watt, first-round pick a year ago there defensively for Pittsburgh.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Third and long for Mayfield. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, boys, got four down. Watch 84. Eight. Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go. Hey, we got four down. Jack 16. Under 10.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And Davis has it over the middle. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go. Four down.
From From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Leopard! Hey. Four down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Leopard! Gun!
Final play of the half, Mayfield going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Roethlisberger now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Roethlisberger now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Finding room to the 20. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield, screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, like 3% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go. Let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Single.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, The defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Eight.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
All right, let's go get it now, all right?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Roethlisberger, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Mayfield on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Morgan Burnett, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And in Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Steelers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Look, there's a...
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Black, what's that? Jack 16.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
4 down. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to... And my goodness, another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2000. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, check 24. Kings. Hey, switch gears.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
You don't want none. Mike's 54. Baby.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
Money back. Money back.